Hello you guys, I am here working on the front of this peacock colored cool dresser with all sorts of different colors happening. I wish you guys could see all the colors on here. That's happening. It's really amazing. So much shimmer. But I thought maybe if no one has seen this, someone might be interested in seeing the white transfer. So Prima has some white transfers, and this is one of them. So when you're working with a white transfer, you're going to want your background to be a darker color. You certainly don't want to do this on white or cream or something light because it won't show up. So this is the one that is called Mermaid 2, and it's that one. So that's what I'm doing, and I have it, if you guys have been following me, you know I've been doing this pattern here and using all sorts of different colors of cream. That's the background. I wasn't sure if this would show up because I've got some lighter shades, sparkly shades happening, but it's working. Everything is working. So what you're going to want to do when you go between drawers like this, you're going to need to cut this. So what I do is I just use a sharp X-Acto knife and I just cut there where there's a gap in the drawer, right? And I've done videos before, so there's lots of videos on my page of how you do this. I'm just going to hold that in place. And she's going to have to be cut, unfortunately, right there. And then just put a piece of tape to hold up the one. You don't want this to fall yet. And then you just start rubbing. Seems like the white transfer, it needs a little bit more work. And sometimes what happens is, I don't know if you can tell, but right here, there's a line right here from the rubbing with the stick. So there is a chance you're going to see some of the rubbing marks come up on this. But I haven't gone over yet with a cloth to see if I can maybe smooth that out. Once I'm done all my transfers, when I'm done the rubbing, what I do is I go over afterwards with my hands, just like this. I make sure everything is pressed down, and then I take a soft cloth and I go over it all again with a soft cloth. But it's a little bit more tricky when you're working with this white transfer because you maybe can see the rubbing marks. So I'm trying to rub not too hard. And what I did was I lined up. So this is a different sheet, right? So this sheet, once I was done, and I was lining up the second sheet, the lining up, you want to just go over, if you can, go over this part just a smidgen. Then you won't have such an obvious line. There is going to be a line, but it helps if you can go lay over the previous one by just a smidgen. You do it in hopes that that will help the line not to be so visible. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't, but usually it does work to do that. I wish you guys could see the colors happening here in the scallops. It's amazing. Hi Annette. Hi Lori. Thank you. It really turned out, I'm just really happy with that cream that I used, the shimmer cream. You guys can't really see, unfortunately, but I'm hoping once I get photos, you can see all the layering of the colors in the pattern here. It's incredible. And it's just so shimmery. So it is, this white transfers are more tricky, I find, than the colored ones. I find the ones with the big blooms are much easier to do than these white ones. So sometimes just you have to really you know, you just have to press more than other times. So you can see here, this is taking more effort to do this. Sometimes they just go on really fast. And make sure when you're done, you need to tuck all this in here. Look at that. Oh, you guys, I wish you could see the shimmer. Let me see if I can get it closer. Oh, oh my gosh, you just can't see it on camera. It kind of, in some parts, the shimmer looks purple. In other parts, it looks green. So amazing. Okay, let's see here what's happening. Okay, can you see? Oh, wait, before I show you. I'll just show you. See, you can't even see. Look, you can't even see where the first part, where I left off and where I joined the second part. And that's because I did the teeny overlapping, and it seemed to make a difference so far. Now, we'll see what happens with her body. What shimmer cream? I missed that. How did you make the scallop? That's a stencil. That's a stencil that I used. And the shimmer cream is it's called stencil cream. That's what it's called. Not many people have it. It's hard to find. You have to go. The only place I've seen it is Royal Designs. That's where I got my stencil from, was Royal Designs. And they're the only place so far that I have seen stencil cream. It's an amazing product. I don't know why there isn't more of it around. It's kind of like, I call it shimmer cream. It's kind of like super thick metallic paint, because it is metallic. It's a metallic cream. And there's lots of colors. And for the front of this dresser, I've got 3 colors going on. And for the sides, I'm going to add more colors. But yeah, it's a really fun product. Hi Trish, thanks for joining. Yeah, it's a really, really fun product, and you can use it with any stencil, right? It'll go on any stencil. And you use a brush. I did a video, I think, the other day with it. You use a brush. Thank you for sharing. You use a brush. You'll have to go back and watch my other videos if somebody wants to know. You get a brush and you're going to go in circular motions, or you're going to go whatever pattern you want. That's how you apply the shimmer cream. But I'm going to hopefully get some really good photos when I can get some lighting, because I just want everybody to see all the color that's happening on this with that amazing cream. It's kind of, what's another word I can use? Almost an iridescent look with it. See, right here, these little spots are having trouble. Okay, can you see right here, right where that gap is? You want to make sure you're going to push that, get all that pushed in, right? Don't yank your drawer open until you get all that pressed down. I want to see if I back out, if there's any way you can see the, no, you still can't see all the amazing colors happening. Hopefully when I get photos, you guys will be able to see the shimmer. But that's just what I'm doing right now. I want to get the front of this done. And then on the sides of the dresser, I've got a mermaid tail that I drew. Okay, let's see what's happening here with this, where it meets. See, look at that. It's doing pretty good. You can't see a line there at all. So it worked really well this time, trying to meet the top part of the transfer with the middle part of the transfer. Uh-oh, hang on. If you go too fast, you're going to yank it off, so don't go too fast. Yeah, the white transfers definitely take much longer to, you're going to have lots of patience when you're working with these white transfers. Especially anytime where there's script, where there's writing, it seems to need more work. And there's a lot of writing on this actually. You don't realize how much writing is on it when you're looking at the tube. And then this whole side here has numbers and letters. And here's her body. Let's see how we're going to do with meeting her body up here. No, it's having trouble, so I'm having to go over it. Anybody got questions? Hi, Kelly. Anyone got questions about transfers while I'm on here? Let me know. So we're going to be coming pretty soon to heat again when it's going to start getting warm outside. So you need to make sure you follow the rule with do not let your transfers get hot, because you're going to damage them. This one over here is really having trouble. The numbers. Oh my goodness me, this shimmering is just amazing. I cannot get enough of it. I think I'm going to have to do that with another stencil on another piece of furniture. See if I can get a little bit closer. And the other thing is, when you're working with these white ones, they do get marked up, like I said, right here. So try not to press too hard. I tend to have a heavy hand, so you don't want to press too hard with the white ones. Boy, look how well it met up there, you guys. Look at that. See? You can't even see the line there. I'll get the camera closer in a second. And that's because I overlapped by just a tiny bit. Oh, it's coming off well now. Oh, right there. Woohoo! Thank you. Okay, now make sure, don't walk away from your transfer until you have pressed everything down with your hands. And then what I do, I also get a cloth, and I'm going to press it all with a cloth too. That's just what I like to do to make sure. And now all I'm doing is I'm getting my X-Acto knife and I'm pushing up on the transfer so that it will stick to the bottom of that drawer. Not cutting it, I'm just trying to push it up there so that when I open the drawer, it's not going to pull anything, right? So then when I'm all done, I'm going to just go over everything like this. And with my soft cloth, look at how well, you guys, it's met up here. Let me see if I can pull it back a bit and you can see it did really well there. And this is where I cut it with the X-Acto knife. So this is still sheet number 2 here. Still trying to get you guys to see all the colors happening, but it's not working. Okay, so kind of boring now. I'm just doing the same thing here, and then same here. You want to make sure you're going to push down on the top of this drawer, right? That is what I'm doing. So I am recording a whole tutorial on this, on how I did everything. Maybe actually I didn't do a little video on this because it's in my tutorial. So anyways, I'm recording this whole process, and I will put that out when I'm done, from start to finish, what I use for paints and how I did the stencil and everything. And I show you the name of the stencil, and I'll show you the creams that I used. Let me see if I can get closer. Look at that. Look at right here. Can you see right here? All the colors happening here. This is going to take some effort here. So I'm going to sign off. I just wanted to show you guys real quick what I am working on. And that is it for now. Thanks, you guys.